Hello, flat earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. How are you all doing? Hope you had a great weekend and it's been a warm one for you. Certainly warm here in Phuket. It's supposed to be the monsoon season, but it's nice and dry, as you can see. And well, all restrictions are off now. Just think back to when we were all being told we got to get a vaccine to avoid a pandemic. Yeah, just think back to the absolute madness that we kind of pretty much self-inflicted. Yeah, and now they would wish it was as if it never happened. They just want everything to go back to normal. All of the restrictions have been lifted. Why? Why? Is it suddenly safe? Or do we just get over our bout of madness? Surely that's what's kind of happened is that, for those of us who are already very well aware of the manipulation that goes on in the media, in the politics and all that stuff, then we've watched. It's taken 2-3 years watching people come to their senses, watching them get bamboozled by this agenda, and it's always been about business. Like all of these agendas, creating a whole new industry. The whole thing about climate change, that's an industry. It's interesting. I mean, because in some ways we demand the innovation. It used to be, and I suppose it still is to an extent, but not so much so. War would be the innovation, wouldn't it? Of course, the idea of an enemy is of course is innovative. It creates innovation, and the same goes for the Apollo missions to the moon. It was a purpose for innovation. Whether it actually happened. Hang on, my thingy's fallen off. My little phone holder thing is not gripping this very well. Not sure why. Oh dear. Hang on a sec. See if it kind of holds on there. Yeah. And we kind of need it, don't we? So shit. Okay. Oh, you're still there. I'm gonna have to find a way to hold this up. Oh, while I drive. Maybe I should just stick it on the wheel. I'll pull over in a second when I got a chance. I'm holding on to it right now. See that? There's innovation. A motorcycle with a sidecar. Now you can get those things made here in Thailand. They are technically illegal. They're not really allowed, but they're made and people use them all the time. I mean, to have a whole family on one, but that's all they can afford. That's how they do their thing. It's a perfectly acceptable way of getting around. We kind of, we thrive on this, don't we? Hi, I can see you. I can't look properly right now, but thanks for joining in. Yeah. So we've finally now in Thailand. I know it's weird. Even though they basically said, well, they never actually. Well, they say it was never a law. but they made the mask wearing. It was never a law, but they did make a deal about it, and the potential to get fined. And they did make a thing. They made a big thing about fining the Prime Minister when he wasn't wearing a mask. Now again, that just might have been propaganda. You know, I think all of the Prime Ministers have done that at some point. They've had to get fined to. You know, but then getting fined 100 or 200 quid makes no odds, does it? But just to show, oh yes, it's not. It's funny because you can go into you go into a store now and they don't pressure you, they don't hassle you, they're not necessarily checking the temperatures, but they haven't given up the ghost completely. I mean, most people are still wandering around. With a mask on, and it's again, you see that the irony is that you've got people on motorcycles wearing a mask but no helmet, and people are still so into this that there's a guy right now. See that guy just pulled out that motorbike? Hang on, let's just get over to that lane here. Yeah. Yeah. No helmet. Yeah, there's another one. Over there. Alright. So I'm gonna pull over first and get this. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna pull over and get this sorted. Get this put thing properly. Whee! Just a sec. I'm on the school run, by the way, so it will be quite brief. But hang on, let me just. What's going on here? Why wouldn't it hold on properly? Never had it. Oh shit! That's weird. It worked in the past. It was happy before. Now he's not happy. Let's see. Let's have a quick catch up while I've stopped. Susan, hi. Who we got? Oh, hi, Iron Horse. Hello there. The humanity's on the cutting edge of insanity. I like that one man. Yeah, 1DK, you don't know. Social isolation combined with the internet has driven us fearfully mad. Yes. Okay, hey, I'm going to catch up with the comments later because I've got to carry on driving. But yeah, you're right. It's, you know, and people haven't gotten over their fear or the whole idea as I heard someone say it, and they said it innocently. But the whole mask wearing has just become part of the culture. It's become part of the way of life, the tradition. And, you know, it's funny because you might go and get a coffee or something and the person behind the counter is sitting there maskless, but then they'll put their mask on. And so for a huge number of people, it's not like in the UK or something where everyone was waiting with bated breath to find out when we were being told you didn't have to wear a mask. I'm still waiting for all this traffic to pass, by the way. Yeah? It's bizarre. And yeah, so if you want to come to Thailand now, you can. All restrictions are off. It's nuts, really. I mean, I even got so used to the fact that I couldn't go anywhere. I mean, I haven't even left Phuket since I got here because, oh shit. Oh dear. Hang on. You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to leave this because it's not gonna hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. So unless I can stick it, I'll just try one more thing here. One more thing. Sorry about this. One more little thing. Nah. It's all right. So I didn't crash or anything. It just the thing thing fell off. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just love you and leave you, and then we'll catch up later. I was gonna do one from the house, make it easier, but snowed on with work, so I'm just grabbing this opportunity. But all right. Effie is trending. Yeah, don't let it put you off. It's a great, Effie is great. It opens doors for people. It's a fantastic thing. Let me just turn this camera around a second. There you go. Yeah, keep on fighting a good fight. It's amazing. The same old arguments. Nothing new. I do want to break down some of these arguments that are made sometimes, especially the nastiness. To me it just shows that that there's this fear. This fear among people, the same fear that we've seen all along here with the whole Rona thing. That was kind of the point of what I was saying. You know, there's the absolute madness that goes with this belief, and beliefs of any sort. It's just obviously we don't. You see the Corona thing's interesting, isn't it? Because we saw it come. We saw it hang around for a while, and we saw people come to their senses. But with the globe, that was something that was already there. And so it's kind of it's more difficult, it's more challenging to challenge that belief, isn't it? You know, so even with the Rona, you could see how quickly people fell into the belief system, how they took authorities' word for it, and how I think for a large part what people did was they were very inventive in their own enslavement. You know, they were kind of championing this, and kind of thinking of even more and more. That you see, it's never ending, is it? It's never. It doesn't stop. You can't stop thinking of ways to lock yourself down or punish people for doing it wrong. You know, it never ends. And once you start on that snowball slope of stories and narratives and stuff, it just, you know, and this is it. You're watching people just. Oh, people should, be doing this or that. They shouldn't be allowed out if they're not jabbed and da-da-da-da. And now it's gone. It's all gone. Woo! You know? But I heard about someone's younger sister, an 11-year-old, passed out while doing some taekwondo practice. You know, the heart stopped. Who knows? I have no idea if that person had the jibby-jabby. But these are kids don't just collapse like that, usually. There's usually some reason. Anyway. But that's the thing, that's what we're left with from this bout of madness. But yeah, even with that, even though you could, that was something that you could see coming, watch it all happening, watch people go absolutely nuts, and then kind of gradually come to their senses without even admitting it properly, starting playing the blame game just to, that's all very well and good. But yeah, with the globe, it's different because we, it's always been there. It's always been a belief, and it's that much more difficult to even perceive how it could have taken over. But the Rona thing is a perfect example of that. Many other things that we see, perfect examples of how we can get caught up in the madness and just and become very inventive and creative. So anyway, hey, that's I'm supposed to be picking up my kids, but I'm distracted. So take care. Thanks for popping in. I'll catch up with the chat later on. Drop a few comments if you like, and we'll catch up very soon. Okay. Speak soon. Bye bye.